not least, he will be sharing his journey from a Klang boy's childhood aspiration to a global FMCG powerhouse, a tale of B2B global trade success exporting from zero to over 40 countries. Let us welcome Mr. Nicholas T, Head of Business Development from LKT Enterprise, to share his secrets behind a remarkable success. Over to you.
Hey guys, good afternoon. I know it's not good afternoon. Good morning. Almost lunchtime, yeah. Still with me, yeah. Alright. So good morning, Yang Berhormat Mr. Mansur, Rocky, Barry, Joe, and Simon, and Puan as well. Okay. So I tell you guys, 7 years ago, I was just like you guys. I'm sitting here, I listen to a lecture, and learn how to export. Okay? As I said, I came from Klang. Any Klang? Pasang Lang here? Oh, good. Any more? So, okay, good. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So, today I'll be sharing my journey, okay? How we go along our global trade with Alibaba.com from scratch, okay? To where we are exporting to 40 countries, more than 40 countries. Alright? So, my career is like an expected one, alright? You can see from my screen there, Tony Fernandez. Actually, my first job was with Asia, okay? So what I do last time is I manage flight. So for whatever price you saw in the website, I'm the one who said. So don't angry with me, okay? Because I am the one who manage the flight. So I'm looking at data. Okay, I want to mention the one thing, data. Okay, why? Because it will lead to where we are okay, today. Data is very important. I will tell you why. Okay. So next, still remember in 2018, Jack Ma was here. Okay, with our ex-prime minister, launched a DFTZ. Anyone still remember this? Digital Trade Freezer. Okay, voila. I still got few people knowing that. So I got inspired of his story, how he created Alibaba.com as their first products, and helping the business, especially in China, to make every businessman can do business easily. So this is what our Jack Ma Lao Shi, his patience on Alibaba. Okay. So next we come back to the company. Okay, I will show you here is my family company. So there are a lot of headaches, a lot of problems I need to solve. And still remember, everyone was talking about one thing, digital transformation. Everyone want to do digital, but where and how? You see, I was a finance guy, okay, and turned into aviation. I have nothing to do with what I'm doing right now about global trade, even supply chain. So after we train, and next you can see like from now doing just local, and now we have become a local global enterprise. So, for the Klang guy, people from Klang, you know this place, huh? Alright, where is it? Klang, okay. So there was this very good ikan bakar, a grilled fish. Still remember, very nice one, okay? Because I want to tell this story, because my parents used to brought me to this place, hang out a lot, because it's nothing to do, 20 years ago, I already exposed my age. So yeah, nothing to do, so usually we'll hang out here and there. So on one day, I asked my parents, hey, when can we get our business to get into this export? To see one day to see our container on board to this ship and ship it to overseas. Okay? And today, in here, 3 photos. Well, guess, where is it? Which country? Oh shit. Sorry, previously I just hide it. Okay, Maldives. So, after 7 years of trying, okay, it's actually taken in 3 different, 3 different times. So this was taken just recently, okay? From last time I've seen the other people's container on board from Portland, now I see my containers here. 5 containers on this ship. And there are more to come, okay? So the story I want to share you, nothing come easy, okay? So before that, a quick introduction of what we are doing. Basically, we are pretty much similar with subsidiary companies. We are doing as a FMCG. This FMCG terms, I think you guys heard it a lot. But what it's about? Okay, in simple terms, it's called grocery item, essential item. It became very trending during pandemics. Okay, so you can see what we are doing here. Basically, in simple short is that we connect the brand to the market. So it's simple. You are the manufacturers, okay? What you want to do? You want distributions, right? You want to put as much as product in the market as much as possible. So what we do is we channel it to provide total supply chain solutions for the manufacturer to connect to the brands and to the consumer. Okay, so our journey, okay? We started in 1997, okay, during Asian financial crisis, okay? You can see there's a one truck there. There was a story there, okay? Because why? That is our family first car. Okay, so you can imagine in the past, I actually quite afraid to woke up late because my father will pick up this big truck to send me to the home, to the classes, and my class will always say, oh, this is father just woke up late already. So we started from home, okay, everything from scratch, self-funded, and we steadily from one showroom to top showroom. In 2010, we only acquired our first warehouse. We can see from the pictures here. All right. So in 2018, I was already shared because of the new era of digitalization. So we decided to venture into B2C and B2B. Okay. So B2B, we decided to go into Alibaba.com because what? You want to do export. Okay. Ask yourself why you are here today. You want to do export, B2B export, all right? So, these are our product offerings, all right? From head to toe, whatever you can think of, all in one stop. Today we are working for 250 local and international brands, all right? With all the brands that you can mention here, these the notable key brand partners and carry more than 9 categories. So what we position is as a one-stop total supply chain provider. So imagine that if you operate a mini market, you want to sell a lot of different items, so you just go to us, okay? Alright, so our journey, we started from zero, okay? I believe some of you guys still figuring out where to start and how to start. So I had that experience before, okay? We do not know what to do, okay? How to start. So there are two ways to start up e-commerce, basically, okay? One is either you create your own brands.com. Okay, let's say your company ABC company, you create abc.com or .my or something. But it will involve a lot of, like for example, like constructions of the your website. You need to buy the domain, server, e-fulfillments, payment gateway, blah blah blah. Okay, so on the other hand, you have a mall which is called e-marketplace. So B2C we have what? We have Shopee, Lazada. Similarly, okay, if you want to do cross-border, we have Amazon, eBay. So here we have Alibaba.com as a B2B. So we don't have any skills, okay? As I say, I was a finance guy. I don't have any skills of managing this. So you're lacking of the e-commerce skill. So next thing, bumpy start. So when you first start, okay, actually we don't have the luxury like you guys having right now because what? Alibaba are here to help the entrepreneurs, you know, go around the roadmap from seeding, nurturing, until harvesting, and grow, replicate the same business model. I remember when I first started Alibaba, I would just had a chance to attend one training. I can tell you. So I can tell you the first 3 years, I was like dreaming here and there, yeah, until they restructured when it came back to reform in 2020. I can tell you, pandemic doesn't affect our company. So I'm very super tired, I can tell you guys, because during the lockdown, you guys want to guess how many days we just closed our company? We just closed for the first day. We start work on second day until today. Okay? So it's a very bumpy start. It took us a long, as I say, actually 3 years of long learning curve. We went to Montreal, we attended classes and seminars like that. And there are many failures. Okay, anyone doing export here? No? Or a few? Okay. Had anyone encountered container overturn? Means like flip it over. Okay? Container having accident. Yeah? Custom clearance. Your customer telling me, hey, my custom get hold by the custom because I don't know how to do import. Oh my god, this is the question coming up to us. There are so many bumpies, you know. So, in the Chinese we say, 工欲善其事，必先利其器. Okay? Keep it simple in English. If you want to do something, you need to find the right tools and use it effectively. So I will tell you why we choose Alibaba.com. The reason is simple. First thing first, I think Joe already briefed so much and Simon as well, right? So keep it simple. Daily inquiry, there are more than 60 million on the inquiry, and what? There are more than 200,000 suppliers. So imagine then, there is 1 per 300 of probability of success you can make. So if anyone operate website, okay, did you really study and analyze how many traffic you generate per month? Where your customer coming from? Okay, and stuff like that. So, but if you are, the reason we choose Alibaba is very simple. Why? Because if you set up a website, it will take more time and more cost. And more importantly, when we talk about the marketing funnel, what we want to get first, the traffic. Am I right? You need to get as much as people as you get to know who you are. So Alibaba give you 60 million of active buyer there. So this is traffic. It's a gem. Okay? Alright? So a lot of people might be questioning, okay, how to do export, right? Either one to do physically or do it online. So I give you two, the perspective. The first one, if you are going for a trade show, I can tell you guys, minimum you have to spend at least 50K ringgit Malaysia. Okay, that is haven't included your flight ticket, accommodation, your staff, regulate this what do you call it? The staff, the costing of the meal and drink stuff and that. So it can easily cost more than 50K. Okay, this is for just one time, and one they just give you maybe just 4 or 5 days of fame. But if you join it on the Alibaba.com, they are operating 365 days, 24/7. Even I'm talking right now, actually quite rookie lah, because actually my phone is keeping notified. I'm losing business actually. People are texting me. Okay. So next thing, a lot of Malaysians actually complain it's very hard to hire staff. Am I right? So Alibaba, remember, still remember just now the code I shared with you guys. Alibaba.com is a tools, alright? They are your staff, okay? Imagine that if you think it's expensive, okay, why not it divide by days? 60 ringgit per day or expenses. Is it expensive? No, right? And also, they will, if you times 30, it's actually lower than entry-level executive. The third one, you can save up your turnover rate in the long run, okay? So before we start and after we start, the export, there are some reasons we want to diversify our company. All right, we just now we heard from two speakers. They want also the same terms they're using. We want to diversify. In our industry, is predominantly dominated by the multi-generations trading house. They may be passing over by my grandparents and stuff like that. So for SME like us, we are fighting very hard to compete. Okay, so red ocean, zero sum game. So after that, we tap into global trade. The reason is very simple. In that time, there are not many people tapping in here. And also, see, Malaysia is one country, correct? But imagine that if I give you more than 200 countries of the opportunities, is that a good, perspective for you guys? Okay, and I can tell you, more than 90% of my clients, I never meet them in person. It's all through virtual, through Alibaba.com. Okay? So if you ask me a number, okay, before we start and after we where we are today, our sales 3 times multipliers, okay, from almost 90%, close to 100% local dependence business to where we are. Today we have achieved 65% of the sales from export. From third country to where we are, 45 countries across 6 continents. Okay, is it a good number? Right. Okay. Good. Here I want to share one story. Okay, I got one inquiry. I always want to share one. Okay. Here I believe everyone study geography, right? Anyone heard about this country called Nauru? Nauru. They were right. Google it. Okay. How I got it? I got it from Alibaba. Okay? You never heard about a country, maybe like Tuvalu,
Yes.
Samoa,
Tuvalu, yes.
Guam, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. For my best friend here, he shifted to where? Yap Island, Chuuk Island. Did anyone heard about this country before?
Yes, yes, yes.
No, right? Okay.
Chuuk Island.
So, I share so many things. I need some case study to support, right? So, actually, the 6 container here you see, actually was during pandemic time we had. Okay. Want to make a guess what it is here? The right hand side, top right. Tissue paper. Okay, good. So, second question, where did we export to? Sorry? Where? No Nauru. No Nauru anymore. Where? To US. Cool. Oh, you heard my story, that's why you know. Okay. Alright. So, you want to make a guess about the shipping rate during that time in pandemic? 10K, no, it's times 2. It's 24,000. And my goods value is less than my shipping cost. But why? Because of the pandemics. Okay, another reason is because of what? Still remember, before I start my slide, I share one thing, data. Because we see the spike in the data, this is the trend we need to tap into. So you see all kinds of grocery items, actually all these are going to many different places, and because of these pandemics, factory closed down and people need the goods, so we ship it. So, you guys, you are here, right? Do you want to make your first 1 million ringgit to export? Yeah? Yeah, one? Louder than me? Okay, cool. So, listen carefully. If you want to get your 1 million sales turnover, these are the 6 sections I will be sharing with you. I would say, 我的毕生经历, how to say, for the efforts, the knowledge that we have on this platform, I'll be sharing with you guys. Okay, first of all, you want to start the global trade, alright? It's the same thing like setting a website. So the platform choice is very important. So the reason I already shared with you why we choose Alibaba.com, because actually they provide you full suite, okay, from traffic, inquiries, order, fulfillments, even to the payments, all in one place. And back with what? Marketing. Believe it or not, marketing is very important these days, right? Because there are so many noises online. How are you going to stand out? You will need to do marketing. Awareness is first thing first, okay? So they provide you a array of pay ads to suit different objectives, and plus the data to analyze your performance, okay? So today we have 2 verified suppliers account. So you remember what Joe had shared just now? Alibaba.com, we have 2 accounts, 2 separate accounts. So in the past, we always say what? The big fish eat the small fish. I can tell you, today's world have changed. Why? Because the fast fish eat the small fish. We are rushing against time. So remember, while I'm talking to you, my phone is ringing. I'm quite sad because I'm rushing time. Okay. So the reason why we split it out to later I will share with you guys. Okay. So the first store is our existing store. We started in 2018. The second store we just started up this year. The reason why is very simple. The first one is we position as a holistic total supply chain provider for all kinds of items. And second, because we noticed Malaysia's F&B is still, remember Simon had shared just now, is ranked #1 top export item, Malaysia. So there's a reason we start a second website to tackle these sectors. So I will not get into this technical part. Actually, there are, if you want to talk, is not enough. Okay. All right. So when we talk about the traffic, we separate into 3 different kinds of traffic. The first one is organic traffic, is a free traffic. Okay, so so you can do it DIY, download Alibaba.com app, or you can just go to Google. Okay, try something. Maybe let's say cooking oils. Okay, so you will find 50 listing on the first page. So ask you guys, if you are the buyers, will you go to the second, third, fourth, and fifth page?
Are you having an account?
No, right. It's a
If
similar,
not, don't.
what they call it, mindsets like B2C. So it's the same thing. In order for you to conquer the first listing, you need to get as much as product as possible, achieve the highest PIS, and also maintain star rating. Star rating is something that's very important. I will share with you guys. The second one, so if you want to go even further, you can buy the ad space. Okay, so in Alibaba.com we have 3 kinds of ads: sponsor brand, PSA, and KWA. All is all related to keywords. So see, for example here, you can see when I type hair dryer. So the first one listing is a supplier who has purchased the space called sponsor ads, and followed by PSA and KWA. All right. The next one is scenario traffic, where Alibaba boosts help to buyer to boost the free traffic according to the different thematic campaign. For example, right now we just passed this Olympics. Okay, so actually they have come into the banner saying that if you want to source for any French product, you can go to this page and see. Okay, so here what you need to do is to maintain a good star rating in order to be qualified. Okay, store management, turn 1. Okay, ask yourself a question for those who have a website. Okay, ask yourself, do you find your website interesting? Would you like to browse if you are a consumer or if you are a buyer? Ask yourself this question. Don't sendiri shock sendiri. 不要自己看自己爽。You need to make a compelling store. Tell the story, who you are, where you are. I can tell you, very, very, very important. Why? Because I can tell you, more than 80% of our customer, the conversion they actually based on here because they're impressed of who we are and the willingness of showing our capabilities. You can see, if you go to our LKT website, okay, it's just like browsing our store virtually. So that's the reason why more than 90% of our clients, even we didn't meet before, we are still continuing the orders. Okay, so the next thing, communications. Okay, so before that, we can only communicate on the webs, but now we have app on the apps. So there's no reason to tell that you don't have time to reply your customer. Okay, still remember, while I'm talking, I still receiving inquiry on the phone. Okay, so next thing, smart assistant. If your staff telling you that I don't have time to reply, no such thing, Now Alibaba, we have what? AI. We have smart assistant to help you replies even you are busy. Okay, so it actually helps. You see, like the third one actually is that it not just helping you on the reception. They're also helping you on the product posting. And the third one, I think they didn't mention, which is the business insight. For example, I'm posting this cooking oil product. I want to know how is the traffic on the platform. I can ask AI. They will just quickly generate this report within a few seconds. Good, right? It's better than you spending money to buy the report from McKinsey or SC Nielsen. And that is the past data. Alright? So, business opportunities. Apart from the active way, the passive way, there is an active way. So the RFQ is something that is very powerful, which is you can find a lot of inquiries on the platform. You can go there and grab and call your quotations and get the sales. The second way, the keyword analyzer. Okay, so remember about the data, right? If you want to know about the trendings in the industry, what can you do? Usually people will buy data, look for the resources, right? But this data keep updating on daily basis, so you will know where your customer is looking for, and you can post the right products. Okay. So the last thing, the analytics. Okay. Anyone from doing marketing here? Okay, cool. So you're familiar with this is a marketing 101. Okay. You might find it Alibaba.com is a little bit complicated, but all come with a reason. Okay, I simplify it into his. Okay, from awareness, when people got to know your companies, they will consider to buy from you. They will send you messages, and then what? To convert to sales. So if you see here, AIDA, the AIDA methodology, is something to tell you that these are the things you have to emphasize when you are operating. For example, get as much ambition as you can, get the search rate and inquiry and do the placement. Okay. So next thing, how do we improvise these three sections? The first one, the visitors. Okay, we understand about the buyer persona. From there's one function called this market analyzer. Okay, market analyzer, for you to understand what is happening in your industry. You see, from here you can see like the regionality, from which country and what keywords they are searching for. And even though you see here on the bottom left, you can see for this particular IP address, this buyer, what keywords they've been searching for, their buying query, their active time, and so on and so forth. So you can, what's useful things here? In order for you to plan the well marketing, okay? And here, okay, is a product analyzer. From here you can see the training items, okay? So you need to ask around that what the items that is selling fast or whatsoever, because what today's world we can't do by feeding. So last thing is the services, okay? Still remember my multi-picture line. So these are my friends. It's become close friend and like a family alike, okay? So be professionals on where you are, doing your best, okay? Always think one word. I will share one word with you guys. Treat people like how you want to be treated. This is very important when it comes to customer services. Agree? Okay? Alright, so before I end my slides, I will share with you 2 tips, okay? So first thing first, Alibaba.com is not I would say, it's not an instant success. Okay, why I'm saying that? It's when you come into this game, it's a level-based matching mechanism. So meaning to say, you can't come in here lying down and say, you still remember just now come and say, what time she slept? 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, right? Actually, I'm still almost the same time. That's why when she texted me, I am still awake because we are catching around the timing. This is what, if you are getting into this game, this is something you have to take note. Okay, so what is star rating is all about? So, we have the rating score, okay? So for the suppliers, where you want to achieve 5 star, because why? In the buyer, they are also have the rating. So the further you are, the more accessibility you can access to the higher levels of buyers. So you can save your time and increase the likelihood of business opportunities and drive by better benefit. And also, remember one word, customer always like 5-star suppliers or 4-star supplier. Why? Because they feel comfortable, okay? We're dealing with a qualified buyer. Okay, next. 孙子兵法, the war, the art of war, okay? The strategy I want to share with you guys. 知彼知彼，百战不殆. In English, we call, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear 100 battles. Why I'm trying to say that? Because many businessmen do business by feeling. They think their business is good, but actually, in fact, when it comes to data, it's not that. So what you need to do? First, do a proper competitive analysis of your industry, not just the SWOT analysis that you know. I added in one called pastel environment. Okay, what it tells here is that political, economic, social, technology, legal, and environment. You see, things have changed. Like the Red Sea conflicts and stuff like that actually impacts a lot. For example, like we exporting to Euro country from 45 days down, it took almost 2 months. So if your product is a perishable item, we will think about it, how to ship my product fast. Okay. So next is think about your competitive advantages. Okay. Ask yourself. Always ask yourself why people want to buy from you. Okay. You must prepare at least 10 USP. Okay. Don't tell me my price is the cheapest in the market. That is not your competitive advantage because you never know. China can make a better deal than you. So why people want to buy with us? Think about that. The third one, make use of what? Data. I already mentioned many times. And plus AI. Okay? So about the future plan with us, we are not 100% perfect. So because since we set up a second store, we actually, our workforce is getting more and more. So we need to have more standardizations and systemizations, ways of managing the companies. And next, we are not just want to rely on single, this, what they call it, the channel through Alibaba.com. Since we already have the traffic, now we want to manipulate into different channels. So when people search LKT, they can find us everywhere. Okay, the third one is the product, the Alibaba platform optimization. So to unleash more potential, like for example, live streaming, that we haven't really utilized this benefit yet, and policy planning, and plus these platform fictions. So remember just now, okay, why we want to, in Chinese code we call 裂变, okay, why we want to have a different platform in order to position differently, okay. Last quote before I end my sharing, okay. 故天将降，大若隐世人也，必先苦其心志，劳其筋骨，饿其体肤，空乏其身，行拂乱其所为。This is by Meng Zi, a great philosopher from China. So very long, English you can read your own. Okay, I keep it short. No pain, no gain. Okay, no pain, no gain. Everything's come with pain. Okay, so after you suffering, your glory will be yours. Okay, so I hope to see you guys next year. Maybe you will be here, and together we grow our Malaysian export rate again. All right, thank you guys. Wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Nicholas, for the wonderful sharing. Inspiring to hear how he transformed his childhood aspiration to a global enterprise. And now we will let Miss Berry Ma, Head of Marketing in South and Southeast Asia from Alibaba.com, to raise her question.
Yeah, first of all, since I'm the last one to give some feedback and question, so please, MC and Nicholas, let me express my true feelings. Because I was so excited and impressed, and I cannot help myself, just to write down everything I learned. And to be honest, I feel like there's really nothing like competition today. I feel like the three sellers today, they are definitely the pioneers, and they are the ambassadors, and they are truly the key e-commerce leaders of Malaysia. So let's give a round of applause again, please, everyone, to the three representatives. And definitely, there's no doubt that they are not alone, that they are not the only ones. So we see the judges, we are all feels inspired by talking, and we feel like there are some keywords we wanted to describe them from the three speakers today. You are all confident, passionate, and very optimistic, and more importantly, very persistent. I think these traits or characters are already what we are looking for, and will inspire more people in this market to be triggered and inspired to go together, to win together. So good and so proud. And as Alibaba.com, we just feel like we are very glad and lucky to become a supporter and also a companion to witness your growth and develop along the way. So thank you. All right, so if I really need to ask you some questions, Mr. Nicholas, is that I have two quick ones. So first is that we can all see that how experienced you are. So by making such a great achievements, and we can also tell how professional. To be honest, even as an Alibaba staff, I cannot believe that you know every single step from the e-commerce, from the online operation, and from the order handling. So